Hello everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Uniquely Tay. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to do fake milk. Yes, I'm doing faux milk. As all of you know, I love making faux foods. For all of you that do not know that, I'm telling you now, I love fake food. I love making it, creating it, and coming out with different ways to make faux food. I think I'm gonna start a series soon of different types of faux foods that I'm gonna make on my channel. So I'm thinking about that. But pretty much this is a holiday DIY. This is a Christmas DIY. I'm gonna show you how to make faux milk. So this container right here is an old candle jar that I had. So I melted down my candle and I actually took the candle wax out and the actual candle wick also too. So this is completely been washed out, and I love this one because it has like the cups. It shows like measurement on the side. So I thought that was really nice. It's Saturday, y'all, so y'all may hear my kids in the background. It is Saturday, honey. So let's jump into it. Right here, I have an old bottle that I'm gonna use, and I have my lightweight spackle that I'm going to be using. These are some of the items that you're going to need. This came from Dollar Tree. I have my Apple Barrel white paint. You all know that I love Apple Barrel products. I have my matte Mod Podge. Of course, I have my straw for my milk, paint brushes, scissors, and you're gonna also need foam board. So for time purposes, I cut my foam board off camera. I got my foam board from the Dollar Tree. I pretty much just took this glass right here that I'm using, traced it over the foam board like this with a pencil, like that, cut it out with my X-Acto knife or my roller cutter, and that's what I did. So this is going to be a very important piece for making this faux milk. So we're going to start with the milk itself. You will take your lightweight spackle. And you take your lightweight spackle. I'm opening it up. I should have already had this open up, but I did not think about doing that. There you go. You take your lightweight spackle, put it inside of this mixing bowl or your cup or bottle, whatever you're using. I'm using a bottle. Okay. All right. I'm not going to use a whole lot, so pretty much I'm going to just show you my measurements right here, just a little bit. I'm eyeballing it. And to that, you will add your white paint. I noticed that when you're using spackle, if you don't add paint to it, it dries like a little gray tint. It doesn't dry white, or it doesn't dry the color that you're using. So I'm just going to eyeball this and put some paint in there. Stir it up. Okay. So we getting a good consistency of white. Squirt a little bit more white. I'm gonna squirt like that. Okay, I pray everyone is doing well, having a great and fabulous Saturday. Currently here, it's very rainy. It's been raining ever since Thursday. But not really raining. We've had like kind of like fall weather setting in. That's exactly what it's going to look like. It looks real good. So we're going to take this and sit it to the side. In a few minutes, we're going to add our Mod Podge in. But Mod Podge dries kind of quickly, so I'm going to do that last. We're going to just sit that to the side for now. And we're going to start on our glass. But it's pretty much been a little gloomy. The rain actually, it's been gloomy since Thursday, but the rain actually came in yesterday late in the evening, or like, yeah, it was late in the evening sometime. But right now it's been raining all morning long, and I've been up since about 6 o'clock this morning, so that's how I know about the weather this early in the morning already. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I know by the time you all get this, it'll be later on in the day, so. What we're gonna do, we're gonna take this apple barrel paint right here, and we're gonna squeeze it. Use a healthy amount, just like that. And the reason why we're actually coating the glass with white paint is because sometimes it helps with filling the surface. You don't really want to have to use a whole lot of spackle and a whole lot of Mod Podge to like do a lot of covering. So that's one of the reasons why we are actually using paint. This white paint is our base for the milk. So I'm gonna welcome everybody to my channel as always. Thank you for my new subscribers. Thank you for my returning subscribers. As all of you know, or you may not know, I am Tay of Uniquely Tay. I do DIYs, home decor videos, tablescapes, shopping, and much more. If you like videos like these, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you will always know when I upload my latest video. So right here, I'm almost got the whole thing coated. Right here, you're gonna get in the corners. Let me see if I can show y'all the corners. It's kind of hard to get in the corners. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna switch my brush. I'm gonna switch my brush so I can get in the corners. Set my brush on my napkin right here. Right there. And this one right here, I don't know what size this brush is, but it's one of my real fine ones. See if you can see that. Yeah, it's a real fine brush. So what we're gonna do is, just take some of the paint that's left over to the bottom and hit the corners like that. It's kind of hard to do. Some people spray paint in the spray paint their containers when they do stuff like this. I don't use spray paint because spray paint is so strong. Spray paint is real strong, the fumes from it, and I can't have those type of fumes. So I almost got this corner. Almost. Pretty much you got to keep switching back and forth because some corners are kind of hard to get. Some corners is not so hard to get. Okay, now I'm going in just trying to tap these corners real quick. Drop down in the comments and let me know how your weekend is going so far. If you have rain right now like we do. We have rain currently where I live. Y'all, I have tried this DIY twice. This is my second go around this DIY. My first time trying it, what I did, it took a long time for it to dry. I'm gonna probably end up showing you all in one of my upcoming videos of how it came out, but it's still in the drying process. So I said I got to come up with a quicker way to do this because everybody's not going to want to actually sit there and wait for this to dry. Everybody don't have patience like me. So thank God the Lord gave me a new idea and a quicker way to do it for everyone who just don't want to wait for it to dry. But you still got to wait for this to dry. It's just quicker drying time the way I'm doing it right now. So I'm just pretty much going through making sure that all of this is coated well. So as you can see, the whole thing is coated real good. It looks real good. You don't see no gaps in between. That's what we're looking for right there. Good coating. So you will sit that to the side and let it dry. Then now you will come in with your foam board. And I'm going to hot glue mine in. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a side and just put a little dab of hot glue on the side. And a little dab of hot glue right here. Just a dab. You don't have to do this. It's just something I'm doing. I prefer to do this. Then I'm going to just push my foam board in. Just like that. I just want a little glue just to hold the inside. Alright. So I got a little bit of glue there. Make sure it's even. Get it as even as you can. All right. There we go. It's in there solid. It looks real good. I got it all the way in there now. Hold on. Oop, it done fell through. Let me try it again. I pushed it too far in there. One more time. Hold on for just a second. Let's sit this right here. This is a part of crafting. You always got to have time and room for error. Sometimes you have errors during your processes. You just got to just redo it again. So what I'm going to do, because I pushed the foam board, y'all don't do that at home. Don't push the foam board as far as I did. Don't do that. I put a little bit too much pressure on it. Now I got to go back through and touch up the areas that I had pushed the foam board too far in. Gotta add a little bit more glue. Yeah, do not push the foam board that hard. Softly push it in. Don't push it in like I did. I was being a little bit too hard with it. Let's see. Got the lid to make sure. And when you're making faux food and fake bakes and stuff like that, I like to make stuff not so perfect, because in all actuality, food is not perfectly shaped and it's not always perfectly formed. So to me, that's what makes the food looks the most realistic. So I'm gonna also add some Mod Podge too. Just a little bit. Just realized I forgot to do that. Add a little bit of Mod Podge just for protecting and coat. And when you add in the Mod Podge, you would just lightly, just tap it throughout the whole thing. And honestly, I think it's better because I'm doing everything while it's not all the way dry for recording purposes. I think it's best, if you're going to do it without it being dry, to just add your Mod Podge and kind of tilt it, go around your base and let it roll like that. Go like that. That's how I'm doing mine. And it's looking real good. It doesn't tamper with the paint when you do it like that, but it still gives it a protecting coat. All right, so everything is good. Everything is good. So now, like I told you a while ago, don't push with a lot of pressure, because I just did. And you don't have to use hot glue if you don't want to. I just was going to use hot glue. So I'm just going to lightly push it in. Lightly. Lightly. Okay, I got it, y'all. I lightly did it. I didn't push hard. I didn't push real hard that time. There we go. So I'm going to go over this with a little bit of, I'm going to put this Mod Podge. Not Mod Podge, I'm sorry, hot glue. To just kind of seal it in. right, here we go. Okay, light seal. Now, take your straw and kind of cut it down to the size that you want it to be. I'm going to cut mine, I'm going to say about right there. I'm using a pack of straws from Dollar Tree. These came from Dollar Tree. I'm going to cut it down just a hair bit. All right, there we go. So I'm going to add hot glue to my straw. Just hold it for a few minutes. We're gonna put it all around there. Got to be kind of generous with the hot glue till it dries. Okay. There it goes. All right. Let that sit for just a second. Here we go. And it don't have to be perfectly sitting because you got to actually put your spackle on it. So this is what it looked like. Just like that. I got my straw and whatever right here. As it dries with the spackle, it'll stay in place. So we're gonna add a spackle on top. And if you wanted to, you could stop here like that and just add paint, white paint. But because I love extra. I like for my stuff to look as real as possible. That's me. I'm gonna add the spackle on top. So I'm gonna use this straw that I got left over. So we're gonna add the spackle on top. I've already added my paint to it. So I'm adding the spackle on top. We're gonna do a little bit at a time because I want it to be as smooth as possible. So we're gonna like add a little bit at a time. Just to make sure it's like as smooth as it can be. It's up to you how you want to do yours. I want to add my spackle on top because I want it to look like as realistic as possible. So what I'm going to do now is, where's my straw at? You can take your hand if you don't have a knife or something to smooth it out with. But you just got to make it as smooth as you can. I'm just trying to make sure I cover all my all right. So I'm going to clean up my little area. My little, what get hard, because I don't want to get hard. Right up in here, I don't want it completely showing everything. So I'm going to do just like this. All right, here we go. So this is what it looked like, my milk. And this is my actual glass itself and my straw. It takes spackle a few days, so you have to let it sit for at least 3 days. I do mine for about 3 days. And If you want to, you can jazz up your actual container itself. Add some little festive decor to it. I'm going to do mine later in the season, but I'm going to show you what I'm pairing it with. These are my faux chocolate chip cookies, and I'm making a plate for Santa. So this is what my plate is going to be looking like in the upcoming holiday season. And that's all you pretty much have to do. It's real easy. So like, comment, and subscribe. Drop me some comments down in the comment box if you would like to see me do a faux DIY chocolate chip cookie video next for the upcoming holiday season. Thank you so much for just sharing your Saturday with me. Always remember to create, explore, and enjoy. And I'll catch you all in my next. All right, everyone. This is a part that I told you all that I was going to do, and I accidentally forgot to do it. So I'm adding this part in real quick. When you're doing your, if you already added your spackle, I'm going to re-add some because I've already did it. Because when you're adding your spackle, I'm going to add a little bit to show you. I'm going to put my dash of paint in there. You can kind of see how it's going to work. Because see, this is the look that I tell you. You want it to look like real milk. You still got to put that top layer of spackle as support. I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to, but I always do. I like to make sure my DIYs are supported with real well. So you put your foam board first, then you put your layer of spackle, then you put your another layer of spackle, your spackle, your white paint, and you add your Mod Podge. I did not show you the part of adding the Mod Podge. That's what make it look the real sleek and purified, liquefied. It gives you that liquefied look. And see, that's what it looks like. It's real liquidy. Very liquidy. That's what gives you the liquidy look, that effect of like liquid, is the Mod Podge. So I wanted to make sure I show you all that. Because then once you do that, you end up with a very smooth and slick look for your milk. It comes out very sleek.